But the day before we were to finalize the transfer, he backed out. His friend teased him.
Man, you fake being a punching bag just to get rid of Alice Wiley? That's cold. Oh. You two have been thick as thieves since forever. Are you really cool with her going to a new school alone?
Shane Page brushed it off.
It's just another high school across town. Not a big deal. I'm tired of her always being up my ass. This works out perfectly.
I stood frozen outside the door for a long time. Finally, I turned and walked away. On the transfer form, I crossed out Othaport High and filled in the international academy my parents had been pushing for. Everyone seemed to forget that Shane and I were never equals. The moment I overheard the truth, my heart slammed against my ribs. In the past month, my childhood friend Shane Page had been feeding me stories of being jumped, framed, and humiliated at school. I threw myself into shielding him, but I couldn't block every blow. When it became unbearable, I suggested he transfer schools for a clean slate. That day, he was soaked from a bucket of ice water, his sharp cheekbones ghostly pale. He grabbed my hand, trembling.
I can't face a new place alone.
We'd been inseparable since kindergarten, walking to and from school together for over a decade. Deep down, I'd been nursing a quiet crush on him. So, in a rush of loyalty, I promised, "Don't worry, Shane. I'll go wherever you go." But standing outside that private room, I realized it was all a cruel ruse to push me out of his life. Does he hate me that much? Inside, his friend kept talking.
Alice is crazy about you. What if she falls for someone else out there? Her?
Shane's coughed, as if the idea was absurd.
She is so loyal she'd take a beating for me and not even flinch. You think she'd ever stop loving me?
His friend muttered.
I don't know. But she doesn't seem like someone you mess with.
Shane said lazily.
No chance. Our school is full of rich kids, but has she ever given any of them a second glance?
His tone dripped with disdain as he continued.
She is always up my ass. It's annoying.
The room burst into laughter, sharp and mocking. I wanted to run, but my feet felt rooted to the ground, forcing me to endure the humiliation. One guy clicked his tongue.
First time I've seen someone push away a girl who is crazy about them. Respect, bro.
But if you're sick of her, why not just tell her?
She doesn't seem like the type to pester you.
Shane frowned.
She is too intense. Being straight with her wouldn't be that easy.
He paused, then dropped the real bombshell.
Besides, Esther gets all torn up whenever she sees Alice. She only feels okay when I'm there to hold her hand. I'm doing this for Esther's sake. Alice will just have to deal with it for a bit.
It clicked like a puzzle snapping together. Shane started faking the bullying just a week after Esther Hauer was transferred to our school.
You sly brat! A new girl shows up and you're already whipped?
Someone chuckled.
But Esther has got that fragile damsel in distress vibe. Guys eat that up. Unlike her, Alice is sharp and always has that icy glare. That keeps everyone at arm's length. No matter how gorgeous she is, that's a tough sell.
The others piled on, tearing me apart like sharks on a feeding frenzy. Shane didn't stop them or defend me. He even nodded along, agreeing with their jabs. Why did he lie? Did he feel even a flicker of guilt watching me get hurt for him? Did our years of friendship mean nothing? My heart sank into a dark, throbbing abyss.
For a fleeting moment, I wanted to knock down that door and demand answers.
My mom's words echoed in my mind.
Don't waste energy on pointless battles. People don't turn rotten overnight.
In the end, I turned and walked away. The pain crept in slowly. I could have shrugged off a friend's betrayal, but Shane had crossed that line, blurring the boundaries between friendship and something more. That made the cut deeper. The day we agreed to transfer, he dragged me to a bar to celebrate our escape. The dim neon lights cast a hazy glow, and I couldn't tear my eyes off the guy I'd loved in secret for years. My heart raced, wild and untamed. When he leaned in to kiss me, I didn't pull away. Years of bottled-up feelings surged, overwhelming me like a tidal wave. Unable to hold back, I asked, "Shane, what are we now?" He dropped a tender kiss on my forehead,
What else, silly?
The bar exploded with cheers, mirroring the spark in my heart. But just 2 days later, his words shattered that fragile hope. I laughed through my tears, the sound bitter. It looked like that flirty, vague answer was just another trick to shove me aside and make way for Esther. The wind chimes in my bedroom clinked, the breeze, drying my tears bit by bit. My broke heart began to mend. Shane was wrong about us from the very beginning. He was just the Page family's illegitimate son, while I was the sole heirette to the Wiley empire. We were never meant to be tethered together. We belonged to different worlds. The transfer form in my hand was a wreck, the ink smudged by my tears, but it didn't matter. I'd print a new one. The Wiley family always had a backup plan. Then I called Pauline Wiley. Mom, what's the elite school you mentioned before? Yeah, I'm going alone. The wind chimes rang out, crisp and joyful, like they were cheering me on. I closed my eyes, and for the first time in years, Shane's face didn't haunt me. Instead, I saw a guy who looked a little like him, sharper and more striking. He flashed a talky grin, just like he did 2 years ago.
Mark my words, Alice. You'll ditch Shane for me.
I jolted awake. Stanley? I need your help to fake a plane crash. For me, it's the only way. I can leave Gino Leone. Leave Gino? Why? Everyone in the Leone gang knows how much he loves you. Didn't he give up the succession just to marry you 3 years ago?
You may now kiss the bride. Gino, she's a waitress. She's not worthy of you. Marry her and you're no longer the heir to this family.
Father, Valerie is my salvation. When I had no one, she saved me. She's the only woman I'll ever love.
Baby, I'll spend the rest of my life proving it.
He built an empire in my name. Every Monday, he sent me 99 roses. For years, he made the whole world believe in our love story. To everyone else, he was the perfect husband.
God, that's Lady Leone.
And I believed
She's
in his
so
love,
lucky.
too.
Perfect
Until the
man.
day I saw the truth with my own eyes. Gino. He's the twins' father.
Valerie, you scared the hell out of me. The second I heard you passed out, I took the jet back overnight.
You walked away from $1 billion deal, flew back overnight.
I haven't slept in 2 days. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so busy. I shouldn't have left you alone.
This is the man who never blinks at a gun pointed at him, yet falls apart because I fainted. But I can't forget those eyes of his when he was kissing the twins' foreheads, the same tenderness, the same love.
Honey, what is it? You look upset.
After years of failed IVF, I'm finally pregnant.
Lady Leone, your results are back. You're pregnant. About 8 weeks along.
Pregnant? Are you sure?
I'm sure. Your hormone levels are very clear. Congratulations.
But this baby came at the wrong time.
What's wrong, baby? Who upset you? Tell me, and I'll handle it.
He smells like another woman's perfume and baby formula. He hates mess. He hates the smell of sickness. Yet there he is, kneeling on the floor, looking at me like I'm his whole world.
It's okay. I'm here.
Looking in his eyes, I almost forgive him. I almost convince myself that if he leaves Priscilla, we can go back, start over. Gino,
Baby, it's work. I'll be right back.
There's no guilt in that smile, only peace. He loves them. He loves her. Valerie, you look awful. What happened between you and Gino? He betrayed me, helped me fake the plane crash. so I can leave him for good.
That bastard! He hid this for over 2 years and acted like you were the only woman in his world. What a goddamn hypocrite!
But you're pregnant. Can you really leave him and raise this baby alone? You fought so hard for this baby. You wanted this for so long. Can you really leave everything and disappear?
You just feel too good, baby. No one else comes close.
Slow down, Gino. You're too much.
That bitch! She actually sent you this? Valerie, don't let her get to you. She's trying to provoke you.
Gino, I don't feel well. Can you come home to me?
I'm out of town for work. I can't leave tonight. Just get some rest.
I'm crying because even after all this, I still can't let go of all those years. Some stupid part of me still hopes he'll come back to me. Honey, don't cry. I'm here. I'll help you disappear from his world for good. I'm okay. Soon, this will all be over.
Honey, everything's ready. In 2 days, you disappear.
Got it. Thank you.
Honey, I'm home. Honey, what's wrong? You're still sick?
I'm fine.
Baby, look, I just bought this island for our future child, but that's not all. I've started building theme parks across the country. Every single one will be named after our kids. When we finally have our child, I'm throwing a 100-day celebration and the whole city will be there.
His eyes are full of our future, and I know that future will never come.
Hey, what's wrong?
If you ever suffer even a little, I'll suffer 100 times more for you.
Nothing. I just watched a movie where the husband cheated.
Relax. The whole world could betray you, but I won't. Never. I'm staying with you all day. Tell me what you want to eat. I'll make it.
No need. I'm having lunch with some friends. You should go to work.
I don't feel good about that. I'll go with you.
Fine. Let him come. It'll be the last time anyway. I knew it. Wherever Valeria goes, Gino follows. He never lets her out of his sight.
Just a little something. Hope you like it.
Oh my god, this is LT's new collection. This set costs 7 figures. Gino, you spoil us way too much. Actually, no, you spoil Valerie. We're just lucky to be her friend.
Valeria's happiness is my oxygen. As long as she's happy, I can breathe.
Valerie, you're so lucky. Gino loves you so much. Thanks. I really am lucky. They can't see my luck draining out of me with every bleeding heartbeat. Oh, did I walk into the wrong room? Wait, aren't these all my old college friends? LT. Ooh, famous brand. Though I'm guessing most of you don't know it's actually mine. Isn't her family pretty ordinary? How did she get the money over hundreds of stores? My husband invested billions to launch it 2 years ago. He worked so hard, opened hundreds of stores worldwide. He's the best partner a woman could ask for. 2 years ago, Gino started coming home later and later.
I'm expanding the family business overseas. Things have just been busy lately.
You promised we'd take our honeymoon by the ocean?
Be good, Valerie. I'm drowning in work lately. Once things settle down, beach it is. Just the two of us, okay?
So all those nights he barely came home, he was building Priscilla's empire.
What's wrong, baby? You look terrible. I'm calling a doctor.
Still playing the perfect wife? Don't strain yourself. Jano gets bored of fragile little toys fast.
Say one more word, and I'll make sure you never speak again. Baby, let me take you to the hospital.
I'm fine. I just need the restroom. You really think that slap meant anything? Sure, you're his wife, but I'm the one who gave him twins. If I tell him the kids are sick, he'll come running. Want to bet?
Baby, it's work. I'll be back soon, okay? The manager will take care of everything. Just enjoy yourself.
You promised you'd stay with me today. Please, stay. Our kids are sick. They need their father. Come now.
I'll be back tonight. I promise. One more bite, sweetie. Daddy's got you.
You bought her an island, Gino. I'm jealous. I want that island as a birthday gift for our twins.
No, that island is for Valerie and my child with her.
You gave her an island for your love story. Give this one to me.
Let our babies know they weren't born out of shame.
You slapped me. My face still hurts. Just make it up to me.
Fine.
See that, Valerie? Even what was meant for you becomes mine. The second I ask, you lose.
So everything he did for me, he does for her too. I'm done. Tomorrow, I'll leave forever. We never sleep apart. We always wait for each other, even until dawn. But this time, I can't bear to look at his face.
I missed you so much. It's only been a few hours, but it felt like years. If you ever left me, I don't think I'd survive.
Is that right?
About that island, I realized it had bad luck for us. So I bought 2 more. We'll pick one together, okay?
Whatever. Sure.
Did I do something wrong?
No. I'm just tired. Our anniversary is coming up. I'm taking the jet to Japan tomorrow afternoon to pick up the gift I customized for you.
Honey, that's a 15-hour flight. It's too much for you. I'll go.
No. It has to be me.
Okay, if you insist. Honey, you're up. Come eat. I made your favorite.
Thank you.
I'm running late. I have to get to the office. What's this?
It's for you. But open it in 2 days.
Okay. Wait for me.
Inside are 2 things, my pregnancy report and Priscilla's video. When he hears the news that my plane crashes over the Atlantic, he will open it. I sewed every one of these shirts by hand. Since he never treasured them, I'll destroy them myself. No more memories. Every photo in these albums was chosen by me. Every smile was once a memory I held dear. Starting today, all of it goes to 0. Bye, Gina. I shouldn't have gone. I knew what I'd see. But I went anyway.
Lady Leone, this way, please.
Without Priscilla, the Leone family wouldn't have heirs to carry on our name. Geno, promise me you'll take good care of her.
When have I ever treated her badly? Whatever Valerie has, Priscilla has too. Jewelry, clothes, everything.
Every sweet word he ever said, every kiss, every vow, all of it turned into a lie.
Isn't Valerie your wife? Why are you throwing such a huge birthday party for Priscilla's kids? Priscilla gave birth to my children. If Valerie finds out, won't it break her heart? She won't find out. It's been 2 years. Nothing's changed.
So everyone knew. Everyone except me. There was nothing left to forgive. Goodbye, Gino Lieri. Forever.
The hell? I thought I saw Valerie.
Baby, you're seeing things. She's clueless. She'd never find this place.
Right. She couldn't have found out.
That bitch definitely saw everything. So what? Come on, let's check on our twins. They're crying for daddy.
Two hours until the plan starts.
Ready to take off.
Daddy's here, my babies.
Now this is what the Leone family should look like.
Mr. Leone, the private jet Mrs. Leone took, it crashed near the Atlantic border. There were no survivors.
What? Did you see it?
Gino! What's wrong? Gino! Son! What happened?
Valerie can't be dead! She can't be. She can't be. Valerie can't be dead. She can't be! Right. Valerie's letter. There has to be something inside.
Mrs. Fulmer, here's the divorce agreement from the safe. On the 5th wedding anniversary of Simon and me, my secretary, Susanna Mace, handed the divorce papers to me in a West Arian restaurant. On the day Simon Fulmer and I registered our marriage 5 years ago, Simon, as a gesture of sincerity, drafted and signed a divorce agreement before locking it in a safe. The agreement stipulated that I could sign it at any time to end the marriage if Simon was ever unfaithful. Now, I turned my gaze to the window, and sure enough, blue fireworks lit up the night sky. That message from a month ago had come true. He prepared a blue fireworks show for me tonight, but I don't like blue. Let me give it to you for your anniversary celebration so that it won't go to waste. Looking at the empty seat across from me, I swiftly signed the document. Take the divorce papers to the attorney. Then, book a hotel and prepare the wedding venue in advance. Susanna froze for a moment before she tentatively asked, "Whose name should I write for the bride and groom? Mrs. Fulman?" Simon Fulman and Sophie Sutherfield. Sophie was Simon's first love. Mrs. Fulman, how many days from now should the wedding be held? I slowly turned my gaze to the window. The blue fireworks, blazing for an hour, flickered out at last, leaving only a faint line in the sky. I silently wished myself a happy 5th wedding anniversary. I drew my gaze back, answering Susanna with unwavering resolve. The wedding will be in 7 days. Also, book me a flight to Nabi for that same day. Naiwi, ma'am. Mrs. Fulman, perhaps you should reconsider. On the day of our marriage registration 5 years ago, in a session to the divorce agreement that Simon Voluntarieri, Luna's parents, who resided in Naji, refused his $1 million wedding gift and had him sign a prenuptial agreement. The agreement stated that if I were ever heartbroken by the marriage and returned to my parents' home alone, Simon would be forbidden from stepping into Nawadi for the rest of his life. If that day came, Simon wouldn't even have the chance to beg for reconciliation. It's fine. It would be my birthday in 7 days. I plan to leave Simon, take a flight to Nabi, and arrange for someone to host a wedding for him and Sophie, fulfilling their wishes. After Susanna left, my phone suddenly whirred. A notification popped up. Simon had used the company's Facebook account to publicly post a photo of the blue fireworks display, tagging me.
Within less than a minute, the post garnered over 1,000 comments. I'm so envious. I was wondering why Lake City had an hour-long blue fireworks show tonight. It was Mr. Fulman's surprise for Mrs. Fulman after all.
5 years of marriage and Mr. Fulman's declarations of love are still this grand. I heard that after Mr. Fulmy had surgery under general anesthesia last year, he wasn't fully awake yet when he saw Mrs. Fulmy in the recovery room. His groggy first words were, "You have a sensitive stomach. Did you eat lunch on time?" Even the nurses were moved to tears at that moment. Among the flood of comments, Simon replied to one.
Lulu is my wife. Loving her, spoiling her, and protecting her for a lifetime of peace and happiness, my duty as her husband.
Once, there was love between me and Simon. We had never fought in our 7 years together. For 7 years, Simon had given me wealth, status, and love. But a month ago, on the night Simon was away on a business trip, I discovered that he had long been unfaithful. That night, Simon sent me a voice message. When I played it, a woman's voice came through the speaker.
I've been back for 6 months. With just a flick of my finger, he's fallen into the palm of my hand. He prepared a blue fireworks show for me tonight. Since I don't like blue, let me give it to you for your anniversary celebration so that it won't go to waste.
At that moment, I didn't even know who that man was. That was until 2 weeks ago when Simon walked into a party in the private room with that woman. Simon introduced her, saying she was his distant younger cousin. Sophie's delicate face lit up with a bright smile as she greeted me. Hi, I've been back for over 6 months. I'm finally meeting you, cousin-in-law. The woman's charming and all too familiar voice left Luna in a daze. Later, Luna left early as she couldn't stay. When Simon came home drunk in the middle of the night, I received a message from an unknown sender. It was way too thrilling on the rooftop tonight. I couldn't hold back and left scratch marks all over Mr. X. I've got to say, Mr. X is still as wild as ever. He's like a stallion in heat. I looked down at the passed-out Simon on the bed. His shirt was unbuttoned at the top, and his chest was covered in scratch marks. Just then, I received a call from Simon.
Lulu, I'm busy preparing a surprise for you, so I might have to miss our candlelit dinner. You can enjoy the fireworks on your own.
2 minutes after he ended the call, I received a photo from him on WhatsApp. I clicked on the photo and saw Simon having a candlelit dinner with Sophie. Simon must have posted his love declaration on Facebook while he lay in Sophie's arms. I ignored Simon's faraway high-profile public love declaration. I got up, grabbed my bag, and went home. Once back in the bedroom, I took out my custom-made women's version of our matching shirts and cut it into strips. Then, I shredded our marriage certificate into pieces as well. I packed everything into a gift box and wrote "second wedding gift" on it. Just as I finished, I turned around and ran into Simon, who had just returned. Simon's handsome face was filled with tenderness as he took her hand and led her downstairs.
Honey, I prepared a surprise for you. Come see.
When we got downstairs, I saw a large box truck parked outside. On the truck was an enormous pink gift box. As Simon clapped his hands, the gift box automatically opened. Balloons and confetti rose into the air, revealing a blush pink Maybach. Simon took out the Maybach's key and handed it to me, before he said affectionately,
Lulu, I remembered you mentioning wanting a new car last time. As your husband, it's my duty to buy you everything you want.
When I reached out to take the car key, my sharp eyes caught a detail. Around Simon's left was a bracelet made from a bra strap. A wave of disgust surged through me as she frowned deeply.
What's wrong? Did you not want a Maybach? Or do you not like the color?
Simon's dark eyes were full of concern when he noticed my reaction. I shook my head and fixated my reddened eyes on him. It's a nice car. What she didn't want wasn't the Maybach, it was Simon. When they returned to the bedroom, Simon's sharp eyes noticed a gift box on the vanity. Just as he was about to take a closer look, I stepped in, covering the writing on the box.
Lulu, is this a surprise you got me?
Yes, but you can't see it yet. I'm still working on a second gift. I'll give you both gifts in 7 days. Knowing you, I think you'll really like them.
2 surprises in 7 days?
Simon started trying to recall what special occasion it was in 7 days. Suddenly, realization dawned on him. Stepping out of the bedroom, he called his assistant, Luke Newman.
I almost forgot that Lulu's birthday is in 7 days. Start planning a grand birthday party for her right away. Yes, the bigger, the better. I can't let her down.
While Simon was on the phone, he didn't notice I standing silently at the bedroom door, my expression as cold as ice. In the 7 years we had been together, Simon had never once forgot my birthday. This year, with Sophie back in town, he had completely erased my birthday fate from his mind. Fine by me. I was curious to see how he'd react if the birthday girl didn't show up to the extravagant birthday party he was preparing. I took out my phone and sent a message to Susanna. Find out where Simon's hosting my birthday party. Book the wedding venue on the floor above it. I turned to head to the bathroom. When Simon, just about to re-enter the bedroom, received another call from Luke.
By the way, Mr. Fulmer, please don't forget that you're supposed to take Mrs. Fulman to the cake shop near her college today. If she doesn't get hit her cake, she'll probably be upset tonight.
Ah, right, I almost forgot. Order a cake Lulu likes in advance. I'll take her there myself.
I heard every word loud and clear. 2 years into our relationship, we got married. And every year on our wedding anniversary, Simon would go there with me for cake. In the past, Simon would always prepare ahead of time, but now he needed Luke's reminder to remember the occasion. A sleek black Bentley pulled up outside the quaint, small cake shop, instantly drawing attention. When a small-time influencer doing a live trom spotted us, She excitedly held up her phone and approached us.
Oh my gosh, it's the husband of the year, Mr. Fulmer! Everyone in the live stream, look, a couple I am so hard is so perfect together. There's a rumor that Mr. Fulmer brings Mrs. Fulman here
every year on their wedding anniversary. It's true after all. After stepping out of the car, Simon held my hand as they walked towards the shop. He keenly noticed my right shoelace had come undone. Amidst the stares of onlookers, Simon stopped in his tracks and respectfully bent down to tie my shoelace. This act made the surrounding female college send-a-police, and one bold young woman stepped forward to offer her blessings.
An ultra-rich CEO bending down to his wife's shear?
I wouldn't even dare dream of such a thing. I wish you both a lifetime of happiness. I stared blankly at the man crouching before her, my expression devoid of warmth. I looked up and responded with a polite yet distant smile. Simon held my hand as we entered the cake shop and headed straight to our usual spot by the window. He turned to the shopkeeper behind the counter and asked,
"Is the cake ready? The filling should be mango flavored, and the cream should be strawberry flavored. Lulu loves that combination. And make sure it says, Happy 5th wedding anniversary on top."
Here's your freshly made cake.
As the shopkeeper brought the cake over, her kind face glowed with a warm smile.
5 years in, and you are still as devoted to Miss Baxter as ever, Mr. Fulman. When are you planning to have a baby?
Simon couldn't hold back his smile as he gazed lovingly at me.
We'll go with the flow. Hopefully we'll have one by the end of the year. Boy or girl, it doesn't matter. I'll love the child as long as Lulu's the mother.
I lowered her gaze to the cake before her, remaining silent for a few seconds. Ever considerate, Simon began slicing the cake when a man entered the shop.
"Excuse me, I think your car was just scratched outside. You might want to have a look."
The man informed Simon that another vehicle had scratched his car and told him to check. Simon frowned, his expression darkening.
"I'll go check it out. Lulu, go ahead and dig in. I'll take care of it quickly and come right back, and order ourselves a drink, but nothing cold. You're due for your period in 2 days."
His thoughtful words once again drew envious murmurs from the other customers in the shop.
Oh my goodness, he even remembers when her period is. Mr. Fulman really is the perfect man. He's flawless. I can't even imagine how happy I'd be if I were Mrs. Baxter. The shopkeeper glanced at the quiet me and smiled warmly.
Mrs. Baxter, you're truly blessed. It's so rare for a woman to meet a loving and devoted man in her lifetime.
I forced a bitter smile. Indeed, it's rare. Not wanting to continue the conversation, I turned to look out Trongwood. Meanwhile, Simon followed the man out of the shop. The man leaned in close and whispered something to Simon, in which Simon nodded and strode toward a pink G-Class parked beside the Bentley. That pink G-Class looked oddly familiar to me. At the last gathering, Sophie had driven up in a pink G-Class, making a grand entrance. The license plate on that car was the same as the one I was seeing now. The pink G-Class was said to be a welcome-back gift from Simon, costing nearly $3 million. It was almost the same price as the blush pink Maybach he gifted me today. Simon truly was a master at keeping things balanced. He ensured his ex, also his first love, and his current partner, who was his wife, got equal attention. I couldn't see what was happening inside the car. As I looked away, she received a call from a number I didn't know. I answered after hesitating for a moment. A familiar voice came through the receiver.
"You've gotten smarter, haven't you, Sophie, baby? You even sent someone to get me. You got my location from my assistant, huh? I told you I'd come to you once she was asleep."
But I'm upset. Just imagining you spending your anniversary with her, and what you two will do later, makes me sick.
Be good. I've already given you every single drop in me. I won't touch her tonight. Besides, didn't we do it 3 rounds 2 hours ago? Are you still not satisfied?
But I want more. Send her home quickly and come to me.
You little mix. Follow me in your car later. We'll do it in the car.
You're such a bad boy.
Soon, the sounds of sticky, intimate kissing came through the line. My hands trembled as the call ended abruptly. I stared at the cake in front of me, a wave of nausea and revulsion washing over me. Gripping the fork, I stabbed at the chocolate plate that read, Happy 5th Anniversary, smashing it to pieces. Simon returned half an hour later.
"You look pale. Are you feeling unwell? I'll take you to a doctor right now."
The urgency in his tone was palpable, but I turned my head away, refusing to look at that hypocritical face. I heard something disgusting. I don't feel like eating anymore. Simon's thick brows furrowed. his anxiety apparent.
What did you hear?
The night before our wedding, my mother needed a $50,000 emergency deposit for surgery. I took the bill, my fingers trembling slightly, simply silent while she shook her head and sighed softly. I went to my fiancé, Major Adrian Hayes. Adrian, my mom needs surgery tonight.
So they were right, you came after me just for money.
He paid the deposit, but something between us broke that night. After that, every time I asked him for help, he sent me $100. When I was in a car accident, he sent $100. When I begged him to attend my mother's funeral, he sent $100. 8 months ago, I found out I was pregnant. I sent him 77 voice messages, desperate to tell him we were having a baby. He never listened. He only sent 77 payments of $100. I came to every appointment alone. Blood tests, ultrasounds, fetal monitoring payments, and prescriptions were all things I handled by myself. That day, I went to the hospital for my routine prenatal checkup like I always did.
Nora, you are at risk for premature labor. I recommend you be admitted for observation today. Can your husband come in? We need your emergency contact, insurance for males, and updated hospital notification information before entering.
I took out my phone and sent Adrian a voice message. The doctor says the baby may come early. Can you come to the hospital? A minute later, my phone vibrated. Only a transfer. Adrian Hayes sent you $100, and he asked, "Need money again?" At that moment, I stared at the note, but I had no idea that my baby and I only had 5 hours left. The doctor must have seen too many women trying to stay composed at the payment desk.
If you cannot be admitted today, go home and watch yourself closely. If you have bleeding, abdominal pain, regular contractions, or reduced fetal movement, do not wait. Go straight to the emergency room.
She handed me a small paper bag.
This medication may help stabilize the contractions for now, but it is not a substitute for observation. Do you understand?
I nodded. Thank you. I folded the discharge instructions into my bag. After I left the hospital, I stood by the rim and called Adrian. Before dialing, I had already prepared myself for him not to answer. Daytime the call left a single clank.
What is it?
There were voices in the background, along with the sound of a band tuning instruments. I held the small paper bag of medication in my hand and said, "The hospital told me to go home and watch myself. You do not need to come and you do not need to send money." Then Madeline's voice came through.
See? I told you she would change the story. A minute ago, the baby was in danger. Now suddenly you do not need to come. Adrian, she only wanted you to panic.
Adrian, I'm not lying. The doctor said if there is bleeding...
I almost fell for it again. Nora, this is low. Using the baby as an excuse.
I stood outside the hospital for a long time without moving. Adrian had once looked at me as if I were the only thing he was sure of. Before he became Major Hayes, before dress uniforms and command briefings hardened every line of him, he had been the 22-year-old officer who fought his family to marry me. Until the night before the wedding, when I asked him for the money. After that, the name stayed. Barracks gold digger, Officer Hunter, the woman who married a major for his paycheck. His friends joked about it, and Adrian never corrected them. Sometimes, when he was angry enough, he even smiled.
We remained legally married, but in every other way we became strangers.
By the time I returned to base housing, the sky had gone dark. The old photo of us was still on the dining table. In it, Adrian had just completed officer training. His uniform was not yet as sharp as it would become later, and there was no coldness in his smile. He had his arm around my shoulders and pride in his eyes, as if he had finally kept the one thing he wanted most. Back then, he was not Major Hayes to everyone else. He was only Adrian. I turned the photo face down on the table. Outside the window, cars passed somewhere beyond the base housing road. One by one, lights came on across the neighborhood, as if everyone else had somewhere to return to. That evening, I had just changed into my pajamas and was about to lie down when Adrian called.
Family Regalness reception. Tonight, you're coming.
I don't feel well. The doctor told me to stay home and watch myself, not attend an
You were
event.
discharged, weren't you? Command has asked more than once why my wife never shows up to family readiness events. Do not make me answer questions about you tonight. Sign in, stand there for 20 minutes, then go home.
The call ended. I sat on the edge of the bed for a long time, Bagurneen, before changing into a loose coat and taking a cab to the reception. The event was held in a low building near the parade ground. Officers and spouses stood in small circles beneath bright lights. I had been to events like this before. Back then, Adrian always held my hand and introduced me to everyone around him.
This is Nora, my wife.
He used to say it with a smile, as if he wanted the whole world to know I was his choice. After we married, my purpose at these events changed. Sign in, then leave.
Madeline stood behind the check-in table with a volunteer badge pinned to her gown, handing out name tags.
When she saw me come in, she turned to Adrian with a smile.
See? She made it here just fine. I told you not to rush and send the deposit. She's already a habitual liar.
Adrian's expression turned dark and grim. He came over.
I'm ashamed our child has a liar for a mother. Sign. And leave.
I wanted to explain something, but looking at his cold face, it seemed like nothing I said would matter anymore.
I took it.
Madeline looked at my belly, her voice gentle enough to sound like concern.
Noah, $3,800 doesn't really sound like an admission deposit. It sounds more like a number you made up. Next time you use the baby to ask for money, at least check with the hospital first so you don't get caught.
Someone nearby laughed.
The baby isn't even born yet, and she's already turned him into a payment plan.
Girls with no family money learn paperwork fast.
My palm was slip with cold sweat around the pen. Adrian's expression darkened.
Finish signing and leave. I don't want the whole base knowing my wife curses her own child just to get money from me.
The words went in like a needle. Tears fell. I signed the last line, put down the pen, and turned to walk out. Every step felt like walking on broken glass.
A dull ache, as if something inside me had torn open. I clutched my stomach, and the next second, warmth spread between my legs. Dark red sucked through my clothes. Everyone around was frozen in shock. The banquet guests cried out, "It's blood! What is that? It's blood!"
2 hours left.
The night before our wedding, my mother needed a $50,000 emergency deposit for surgery.
I took the bill, my fingers trembling slightly, simply silent while she shook her head and sighed softly.
I went to my fiancé, Major Adrian Hayes. "Adrian, my mom needs surgery tonight."
So they were right, you came after me just for money.
He paid the deposit, but something between us broke that night. After that, every time I asked him for help, he sent me $100.
When I was in a car accident, he sent $100.
When I begged him to attend my mother's funeral, he sent $100. 8 months ago, I found out I was pregnant. I sent him 77 voice messages, desperate to tell him we were having a baby. He never listened. He only sent 77 payments of $100. I came to every appointment alone. Blood tests, ultrasounds, fetal monitoring payments, and prescriptions were all things I handled by myself. That day, I went to the hospital for my routine prenatal checkup like I always did.
Nora, you are at risk for premature labor. I recommend you be admitted for observation today. Can your husband come in? We need your emergency contact, insurance for males, and updated hospital notification information before entering.
I took out my phone and sent Adrian a voice message.
"The doctor says the baby may come early. Can you come to the hospital?"
A minute later, my phone vibrated. Only a transfer. Adrian Hayes sent you $100, and he asked, "Need money again?"
At that moment, I stared at the note, but I had no idea that my baby and I only had 5 hours left.
The doctor must have seen too many women trying to stay composed at the payment desk.
If you cannot be admitted today, go home and watch yourself closely. If you have bleeding, abdominal pain, regular contractions, or reduced fetal movement, do not wait. Go straight to the emergency room.
She handed me a small paper bag.
This medication may help stabilize the contractions for now, but it is not a substitute for observation. Do you understand?
I nodded. Thank you. I folded the discharge instructions into my bag. After I left the hospital, I stood by the rim and called Adrian. Before dialing, I had already prepared myself for him not to answer. Daytime the call after single clank.
What is it?
There were voices in the background, along with the sound of a band tuning instruments. I held the small paper bag of medication in my hand and said,
"The hospital told me to go home and watch myself. You do not need to come, and you do not need to send money."
Then Madeline's voice came through.
See? I told you she would change the story. A minute ago, the baby was in danger. Now suddenly you do not need to come. Adrian, she only wanted you to panic.
"Adrian, I'm not lying. The doctor said if there is bleeding..."
I almost fell for it again. Nora, this is low. Using the baby as an excuse.
I stood outside the hospital for a long time without moving. Adrian had once looked at me as if I were the only thing he was sure of. Before he became Major Hayes, before dress uniforms and command briefings hardened every line of him, he had been the 22-year-old officer who fought his family to marry me. Until the night before the wedding, when I asked him for the money. After that, the name stayed. Barracks gold digger, Officer Hunter, the woman who married a major for his paycheck. His friends joked about it, and Adrian never corrected them. Sometimes when he was angry enough, he even smiled.
We remained legally married, but in every other way we became strangers.
By the time I returned to base housing, the sky had gone dark. The old photo of us was still on the dining table. In it, Adrian had just completed officer training. His uniform was not yet as sharp as it would become later, and there was no coldness in his smile. He had his arm around my shoulders and pride in his eyes, as if he had finally kept the one thing he wanted most. Back then, he was not Major Hayes to everyone else. He was only Adrian. I turned the photo face down on the table. Outside the window, cars passed somewhere beyond the base housing road. One by one, lights came on across the neighborhood, as if everyone else had somewhere to return to. That evening, I had just changed into my pajamas and was about to lie down when Adrian called.
Family readiness reception. Tonight, you're coming.
I don't feel well. The doctor told me to stay home and watch myself, not attend an
You
event.
were discharged, weren't you? Command has asked more than once why my wife never shows up to family readiness events. Do not make me answer questions about you tonight. Sign in, stand there for 20 minutes, then go home.
The call ended. I sat on the edge of the bed for a long time, Bagurneen, before changing into a loose coat and taking a cab to the reception. The event was held in a low building near the parade ground. Officers and spouses stood in small circles beneath bright lights. I had been to events like this before. Back then, Adrian always held my hand and introduced me to everyone around him.
This is Nora, my wife.
He used to say it with a smile, as if he wanted the whole world to know I was his choice. After we married, my purpose at these events changed. Sign in, then leave. Madeline stood behind the check-in table with a volunteer badge pinned to her gown, handing out name tags. When she saw me come in, she turned to Adrian with a smile. See? She made it here just fine. I told you not to rush and send the deposit. She's already a habitual liar. Adrian's expression turned dark and grim. He came over.
I'm ashamed our child has a liar for a mother. Sign. And leave.
I wanted to explain something, but looking at his cold face, it seemed like nothing I said would matter anymore. I took it. Madeline looked at my belly, her voice gentle enough to sound like concern. Noah, $3,800 doesn't really sound like an admission deposit. It sounds more like a number you made up. Next time you use the baby to ask for money, at least check with the hospital first so you don't get caught. Someone nearby laughed.
The baby isn't even born yet, and she's already turned him into a payment plan.
Girls with no family money learn paperwork fast.
My palm was slip with cold sweat around the pen. Adrian's expression darkened.
Finish signing and leave. I don't want the whole base knowing my wife curses her own child just to get money from me.
The words went in like a needle. Tears fell. I signed the last line, put down the pen.
한성 총사령관 가문과의 혼양마저 파기시키려 한다. 날 고씨 가문에서 완전히 지워버리려는 속셈이겠지. 한성에 올라가면 난 모든 것을 제자리로 돌려놓을 것이다. 그리고 엄마의 억울함도 반드시 풀어줄 것이다. 도와줘요, 엄마.
누구세요?
사령관 아들놈인 한주원만 잡으면 중앙군도 끝이야.
생포할 수 있을까요? 배 칼을 찔러도 아무렇지도 않던 놈인데.
그럼 죽여서라도 내 앞에 끌고 와 당장! 예! 이 자식 참된 즉시 생포해!
지금 뭐 하시는 거예요?
소리네.
무슨 소리?
신음소리.
김대건도 추적해!
그 고운 목소리 잃고 싶지 않다면 어서.
그만하세요. 나는 그런 거 할 줄 모릅니다.
그래? 그럼 내가 가르쳐주지.
왜 이러세요? 누구세요? 왜 이러세요?
잠깐! 움직이면 쏜다!
뭐 하시는 거예요? 당장 나가세요!
에이, 대낮부터 기차에서 뭐 하는 짓거리야? 빨리 가서 다른 칸 수색해!
이름.
은양이요.
이은양. 얼굴은 예쁜데 이름은 촌스럽군. 시골 출신인가? 덕분에 목숨을 구했어. 나는 빚지고는 못 사는 성격이라 한성에서 다시 만나야겠는데.
누군지 모르겠지만 당신 같은 파렴치한과 다시 만날 일 없어.
그나저나 날 언제까지 올라타 있을 셈이지? 또 보자고. 내가 살아있다면.
신식권총. 암시장에 넣었던 건데. 한성에서 제법 권력 있는 사람인가. 당신이 누구든 상관없어. 마침 나도 총이 하나 필요했을 뿐이거든. 우와.
수연아, 어머, 몰라보겠다, 얘. 너 왜 이렇게 촌스러워졌니?
안녕하세요, 새어머니.
사령관 때 기한 아드님 인생 망치기 전에 얼어서 파혼을 하겠다니 네가 태어나서 한 짓거리 중에 제일 잘한 짓이다. 안 그래?
시골에서 정분 나는 사내라도 있나 보죠.
처음 보지? 인사해. 네 새언니.
엄마! 누가 들을까봐 쪽팔려요. 이딴 촌년을 동생이라고. 아마 저런 애가 우리 고씨 가문인 거 알면 사람들도 놀라 기절할걸요? 넌 우리 고씨 가문의 수치야. 조용히 있다가 조용히 사라져.
그만해. 얼른 파혼하러 가자. 사모님 기다리실라.
Maybe you 희미한 꿈결 너머에 남겨진 그 사람
아직도 못 찾은 거야?
모든 승객 정보를 조사했지만 이은양이나 사람은 없었습니다. 그나저나 소령님, 배에 상처가...
이딴 건 아무것도 아니야. 가짜 이름에 내 총까지 훔쳐가다니 재미있는 여자군. 오늘 안에 반드시 찾아 날 쫓던 버러지들을 죽고 싶을 만큼 고통스럽게 해줄 거니까. 그리고 이은양도 내가 갚아줄 빚이 좀 있거든.
너 얘기하다. 어머, 사모님. 고수연 데리고 왔습니다.
네가 고수연? 그래, 이노아의 약혼을 파기하겠다고?
사모님, 혼약에 대해 잠시 따로 뵙고 이야기 좀 나눌 수 있을까요?
사모님께 건방지게.
저희 어머니께서 사령관 댁에 주치의로 계실 때 꽤나 각별한 사이셨다고 들었습니다만.
좋아, 들어가서 얘기하지.
드디어 만났네요, 차정원 사모님. 제가 이 날을 얼마나 기다려온지 몰라요.
그래, 날 따로 보자는 이유는?
사모님, 전 둘째 도련님과의 혼약 파기할 생각 없습니다.
시골에서 자란 촌년 주제에 우리 집안에 어울린다고 생각하니?
사령관 가문과의 혼약을 파기하면 전 살아남을 수 없어요. 사모님과 도련님만이 제 유일한 버팀목이에요.
아버님께서 지나가는 말로 하신 혼약 가지고 언제까지 피곤하게 굴 셈이야? 벌써 10수년 전 일이야. 네가 우리 인호와 파혼하지 않겠다면 내가 끊어놓으면 그만이라고.
그러실 수 없을 겁니다.
뭘 믿고 그렇게 확신하지?
제가 사모님의 비밀을 알고 있으니까요.
나는 사령관의 아내예요, 나. 내 마음은 이미 당신 것입니다. 내 불륜 편지와 사진들을 어떻게 인연이 가지고 있는 거야?
저희 어머니께서 남겨주셨어요. 훗날 시어머니께 드릴 선물이라고.
혹시 그럼 내가 지 엄마를 죽인 사실도 알고 있나? 너? 니까짓 거 조용히 없애버리는 거 일도 아니야.
제가 한 장만 가지고 있을 거라 생각하신 건 아니겠죠. 제가 죽으면 한성의 모든 사람들이 사모님의 비밀을 알게 될 거예요.
너 지금 날 협박하는 거니?
더는 바라지 않습니다. 약혼 씨까지만 제가 사모님의 예비 며느리가 되게 해주세요.
약혼 씨? 왜 하필 그날이지?
어머니를 버린 아버지께 복수하고 싶습니다. 약혼식 날 제 스스로 파혼을 선언하겠습니다.
교활한 년. 분명 다른 꿍꿍이가 있을 거야. 이럴 때일수록 곁에 두고 천천히 말려 죽이는 것도 나쁘지 않지. 좋아. 딱 3개월이야. 그 이후엔 알아서 내 눈앞에서 사라져.
감사합니다. 무도회를 열어주세요. 한성의 모든 권력가들 앞에서 제가 사령관 때 감은 둘째 도련님의 약혼자라는 걸 공식적으로 인정받을 수 있게요.
둘이서 무슨 얘기를 하는 거야? 혹시 파혼이 틀어진 건 아니겠지? 사모님이랑 파혼 얘긴 잘 됐니?
모레 무도회에서 공식적으로 아주 중요한 발표를 하시겠다고 하셨어요.
사람들 앞에서 파혼을 발표하려는 모양이네?
그럼 무도회에서 제가 사령한테 예비 며느리로 인정받는 거예요?
아주 지대로 차려입고 가야겠다. 눈도장 확실히 찍어야지. 가자, 사령관 며느리.
나도 그날이 기다려지네. 당신들 기대가 무너졌을 때 그 표정을 보고 싶거든.
예상하신 대로 본명은 이은양이 아니었습니다. 고수연. 이제야 그 예쁜 얼굴에 어울리는 이름이네. 근데 여자분 조금 전에 사령관님 댁에 다녀갔습니다. 그래? 왜? 인호도련님의 약혼이라고 합니다. 이거 일이 점점 더 재밌어지네. 그렇다면 더더욱이 빨리 내가 고수연을 만나겠는데?
요거?
지혜가 도련님의 약혼녀가 되기로 한 거야?
모레 사령관 댁에서 열리는 무도회 우리를 초대했어요. 그 자리에서 아주 중요한 공식적인 발표를 하실 거래요. 수연이와 파혼하는 동시에 우리 지혜와의 혼사도 함께 발표할 것 같아.
좋아! 근데 너는 사모님 만나러 갔는데 그 꼴로 하고 간 거야? 올라온 게 옷 한 벌 차입고 무도회 끝나면 바로 시골로 내려가.
네, 아버지.
옷을 왜 사줘? 어차피 시골 가는데.
그냥 가, 그러면.
어쩜 좀.
장하다, 아주 장해.
아버지와 새엄마는 나를 파혼시키고 내 자리에 의붓언니를 앉힐 생각이겠지만 어림없다. 내일 밤 차정원 사모가 나의 약혼을 공식화하면 어떤 표정을 지을지. 저 집도 원래 다 엄마의 것이었지. 이제 엄마를 떳떳하게 볼 날이 얼마 남지 않았어.
찾느라 아주 고생했어, 도둑고양이.
누구세요?
모릅니다.
나를 모른다고? 그럼 기억나게 해주지.
뭐 하시는 거예요?
어서 타. 도둑고양이 겁도 없이 내 총을 훔쳐. 내 프라운의 건축 머리 있어.
무슨 말인지 모르겠네요.
이래도 기억이 안 날까?
몰라요. 누가 좀 도와줘요.
너 진짜 이름이 뭐야?
이은양이라니까요.
그래? 그럼 다음 질문. 내 총은 어디 있어?
무슨 총이요?
네가 훔쳐간 내 총 말이야. 감히 내 물건을 훔쳐가 놓고 이렇게 겁도 없이 길거리를 돌아다녀.
난 당신 총이 뭔지도 몰라요. 직접 찾아보던가요.
그래? 하는 수 없지. 직접 찾는 수밖에.
봐요. 없잖아요. 한성 남자들은 중요한 게 다 이렇게 막대하나요? 난 당신 여자도 아니고.
그게 문제라면 내 여자가 되는 건 어때?
Cigarette smoke across the room, velvet shadows, cheap perfume, your silhouette in chandelier light.
무슨 말도 안 되는 소리예요.
내 여자가 되면 손해볼 일 없을 텐데. 나는 이 당돌함이 꽤 마음에 들었거든. 귀엽기는. 나는 너를 탐할 수도 있고 소리 소문 없이 죽일 수도 있어.
내가 누군 줄 알고 날 함부로 대했다가.
고수영, 고씨 가문의 자녀이자 한성 총사령관 차남의 약혼녀.
당신이 그걸 어떻게.
한성 바닥에서 내가 모르는 건 없어.
내게 한 짓을 사령관 가문에서 알면 당신을 죽일 거예요.
그 잘난 사람과 가문조차 내가 너에게 입맞춤을 해도 못 본 척 넘어갈 거야. 확인해줘?
도대체 누구세요?
대장을 노리던 놈들 소재를 파악했습니다.
내가 누구냐고 물었지? 그거 줄게 지금. 놈들이 있는 곳으로 가재 빚부터 갚아주자고.
예.
기대해. 아주 재밌는 밤이 될 테니까.
안전히 그 개자식 잡히기만 하면 내가 목을 확 베어버리는 건데.
안성총 사령관 장남의 목이니 출세를 따놓은 당상입니다, 소대장님.
뭐야?
이거 놔요. 어디 가는 거예요?
전혀는 어제 낮에 기차에서 저 새끼 소대장님 저는
제발로 우리를 찾아와. 그 걸레년도 옆에 끼고. 새끼가.
마지막 말엔 하지 말았어야지. 감히 내 여자한테. 사람 죽는 거 본 적 없지? 그럼 눈 감아.
이 미친 새끼가!
너희 사단장한테 가서 전해. 이렇게 파벌 싸움이나 해대니 대한제국군이 형편없어진 거라고.
지랄하고 있네. 니까지 사관학교 출신이 뭘 한다고!
실은 말고. 내 총을 훔쳐갔다면 조심하라고 도둑고양이. 난세에 총을 들었다는 건 그만한 각오는 해야 되는 일이니까. 그럴 배짱이 없다면.
Calvin, don't you love crawling through dog holes? Go on, crawl through it.
You were lost as a child. When you returned, you were just a beggar living off scraps. You've disgraced the whole family. Calvin, if I were you, I'd be too ashamed to come. I'd rather crash into a wall and end it all. Don't you love dog food? There's some right there. Come on, eat it. Eat it already.
Calvin, did you want me to feed you?
Eat it! Huh?
In the imperial capital, these spoiled nobles dare bully commoners like this.
Your Majesty, you've just taken the throne. You shouldn't get involved in this here.
I crushed the Zonosians and purged the corrupt court officials to ascend the throne. But when it comes to governing and helping the people, I still feel powerless. Am I to watch helplessly while my people can't even live in peace in the imperial capital?
Hey, Calvin! Is he dead?
Good riddance. At least he won't disgrace father anymore.
Good heavens!
Did I just transmigrate? Did I just transmigrate? I've woken up as Calvin Sawyer, the Sawyer's eldest son. He was lost as a child. In war-torn Darwin, he survived by begging and scavenging. In Terran Year 3, Empress Xena Leighton crushed the rebellion and ended decades of war. That's when Calvin was reunited with his family. He thought better days had come, but years on the street left him rough and low-born. His family despised him.
He reeks. Take him away and wash him up already.
Can you read and write? I was lost as a child. Surviving alone was hard enough. Without a teacher, how could I possibly read and write?
You're illiterate, but you sure know how to talk back. Forget that. How are your martial arts skills?
I don't know how to fight.
Can't read and can't fight. He's useless. Forget about him.
How did I end up with such a worthless son?
You mean this filthy, smelly man is actually our older brother?
You're worse than a beggar on the streets. You don't deserve to be a Sawyer.
After returning to my family, my parents dismissed me, and my siblings humiliated me. I lived under constant degradation.
Hit him harder! Did you just skip breakfast? Yes, that's it! Hit him! Who? Calvin! It's raining! How dare you, Calvin? You were playing dead to scare us. Pay for that.
So you want me to do it? You're nothing but our watchdog. The food in this dog bowl is just right for you.
Quit talking and make him eat it already. Oh my goodness. Yo!
Calvin, are you insane?
Didn't you say I was a mad dog? So, how did the dog food taste?
Wilbert!
Calvin, you made her eat dog food? I'll kill you today!
Wilbert!
Calvin actually dared to fight back. How did he suddenly become a different person? You dare fight back? Oh my god!
Since the Emperor took power and purged the court, most of the officials are generals now. Her Majesty has been recruiting talented people to serve by her side. Right now, the court needs capable people. It's time for our family to prove our loyalty and earn Her Majesty's trust.
Ian, don't worry. Wilbert is skilled in both academics and martial art. He's exceptionally talented. As for Stacy, she may be adopted, but she's a great beauty and knows how to win people over. The two of them will surely make our family proud.
Father! Calvin tried to kill me! He cracked my head open!
Mother, he tried to force feed me dog food too. You've got to stand up for me.
What are you two doing, yelling like that? You gave me such a fright! Calvin has always been timid and weak. He never fights back. How could he possibly lay a hand on you two?
Father! Calvin knows he can't compare to Wilbert, so he resents him. He's been bitter for years. That's the reason why he attacked Wilbert. He practically wanted him dead.
Father! Ever since he was brought back, we fed and housed him, so he wouldn't have to scavenge in the streets anymore. But instead of being grateful, he resents us for it. If we don't punish him, outsiders will only laugh at our family.
Exactly.
Is this all true?
Yes!
That ungrateful brat leads the way. I'll make him answer for this. Let's go.
Ian, slow down.
Onyx.
Huh? Mr. Sawyer, what happened to your forehead?
I'm fine. Queenie, ever since I came here, you've always been by my side in this entire household. Only you ever respected me.
You're the Sawyer's eldest son. As your maid, it's my job to take care of you.
You've suffered a lot because of me. Starting tonight, no one in this manor will dare bully you again.
Calvin! Calvin, you beat your brother and humiliated your sister. Do you know your crime?
I do. My crime was getting lost as a child, never receiving proper education, and not becoming what you expected. My crime was begging on the streets to survive. I had to endure shame and humiliation just to stay alive. My crime was not dying out there, but coming back alive and embarrassing all of you.
What nonsense is that? When did I ever say getting lost was a crime? Being worthless is. How is trying to live a crime?
It's obvious you're the shameless one, bringing your street habits into this.
You came back fine, but you brought a dog home and ate with it. Looks like you're no better than a mutt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm a mad dog.
What are you doing? Stop it!
Hey, let go of her! Let go of her! Take him away! Get him out of here!
Get him out of
Seize
here!
him! Calvin! Have you lost your mind?
Father, could he have rabies or something?
He's always been close to that dog. He must have caught rabies and gone insane.
Correct. I'm crazy. From now on, if any of you step into this courtyard again, I'll lose control and bite you to death.
Calvin, aren't you afraid I'll disown you as my son?
Wasn't I just a mad dog? When was I ever your son, huh?
Calvin, don't say things you don't mean. Hurry and apologize to Father. Do you want to go back to living on the streets?
Ever since I came back, I've been living with your humiliation and ridicule. I haven't had enough to eat or warm clothes, and I've been beaten and mocked. If I knew it'd be like this, I never would have come back.
Father, if Calvin really doesn't want to stay here, there's an abandoned shop south of the city. Why not let him move there to rest and recover?
Good idea. Since he's gone rabid, we should send him away to stop him from hurting others.
Yeah! He's just as stubborn as an animal. Starting today, Calvin will be sent to the abandoned shop south of the city. We'll bring him back once he's better.
Only with Calvin gone will my position as heir be secure.
Mr. Sawyer, you're just gonna let them kick you out?
Rather than staying and be tormented, I might as well come out and build my own life, carve out my own path.
I really don't get it. You were missing for years, and now that you've finally been found, Mr. and Mrs. Sawyer Sr. doesn't even try to make things right. Instead, they resent you for not measuring up to Mr. Wilbert. I just feel so bad for you.
Hey, stop crying. Instead of that, help me clean this place up. I'm going to open an inn here that will become famous everywhere.
Mr. Sawyer, You know how to cook?
Not only that, I'm really good at it.
What?
Let's get started. Sweep the dust first.
All right.
Ho ho ho! Before I came here, I was just a shut-in who owned a diner in the modern world. I'd play games, cook, read history books, and barely made ends meet. During this era, the Empress favored warriors over scholars. Among scholars, farmers, artisans, and merchants ranked last. But now with the rebellion just over, everything needs rebuilding. It's the perfect time to make money. Food is what makes a home. The Hearth Inn. That's the name.
Mr. Sawyer, you can write too?
Well, at least it's not ugly. Come on, let's hang it up. There you go. The Hearth Inn. That'll do. More or less.
Why does that man look so familiar?
Doesn't that look much better?
It does.
He looks like the man who crawled through the dog hole that day.
Back then he looked so downtrodden. Who would have thought he'd become an innkeeper overnight? Back then he looked so downtrodden. Who would have thought he'd become an innkeeper overnight?
Figets! Figets! Fresh figets!
Ma'am, what's this? And how much?
These are figets. 10 for 1 coin.
1 coin?
20 figets then. I'll give you the whole basket. My grandson's starving to death. I just need 1 coin. With 1 coin, I can buy some millet to cook for him. If we keep eating these figets, my whole family will die.
The streets are full of figget sellers these days. Years of war, plus famine and floods, have left the people starving. Figets are all they have to eat. But this wild fruit has no nutrition and are hard to digest. People often bleed internally after eating them. But aside from these figets, the common folk have nothing else to fill their stomachs with. Ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, miss. Thank you so much. There's hope for my grandson. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Something is awful. Is all the common people have to eat? Freya? Freya! What's wrong? Hey! Freya, wake up! Freya! She's not breathing.
Why are you just staring? She's choking. Use the Heimlich maneuver.
What?
I forgot I'm in ancient times. Medicine is still basic. They don't even know basic first aid. Freya, come on. Let me do it. Hurry.
You insolent fool! Put her down right now! She'll stop breathing! Why don't you even let her rest in peace?
If you keep stopping me, she'll really die with regrets.
How dare you! Stop at once!
Calvin, how dare you? You're even molesting respectable women in public. I'm telling Father right away.
Freya! Are you all right?
I clearly stopped breathing. I'm alive again?
You choked on that and nearly died suffocating. I used first aid on you. You're fine now. No need to thank me.
You were really trying to save her.
What else? I'm just a regular citizen. You think I'd hurt her in public?
Who are you? How are your medical skills this incredible? She had already stopped breathing, yet you brought her back to life. She had already stopped breathing, yet you brought her back to life.
Well, this isn't some resurrection technique. It's, forget it. Even if I explained it, they wouldn't understand what a Heimlich maneuver is. It's a secret family technique.
Huh?
Don't ask anymore.
You saved my life. I'll never forget it. I'll repay this kindness 1,000 times over.
It's nothing, really. I already said no need to repay me. Don't get in the way of my business.
Sir, what kind of business owner turns customers away?
Ladies, what would you like to eat?
Bring us one of every signature dish.
All right. Please, have a seat. Queenie, serve some tea.
All right.
Ladies, please enjoy. Huh? Hey, wait! Did those two ladies leave this behind?
I left my military command seal in that inn just now.
The military seal bestowed on you by the late emperor?
Yes. That seal doesn't just command armies. It could expose my identity. We must recover it now.
Understood. Stop the carriage!
Mr. Sawyer, I didn't expect your cooking to be this good. So many customers came on opening day.
I'm a man of many skills.
Calvin! You ungrateful brat! I'm gonna beat you to death today! Ah!
Go inside and stay there.
No! Have they tried to hurt you? I can at least stop them.
Calvin! Not only did you molest a respectable lady in public, now you're fooling around with your maid too. Trash like you is a stain on our families.
I'm going to teach you a lesson today. If I don't beat you bloody, then I failed as a father.
You've already failed for years. A little more won't matter.
You! Is that any way to speak to me? Get over here and take your punishment.
You either beat or curse at your people. Everyone acts afraid of you. But behind your back, they curse you out. So you think there's something sordid between Queenie and me? You can't imagine. Someone as loyal as her could exist. As for harassing women in public, that's complete nonsense. There's always an excuse to accuse me.
Father, I saw it with my own eyes. Calvin's just making excuses. If people in the capital finds out we have a wastrel like you and we don't discipline you, it'll ruin our family's reputation. If Her Majesty hears of it, it'll end our family's prospects.
You ungrateful brat! Take this whip! The military command seal.